Hey, greetings everyone. Glenn Kellaway from the basement. Hope everyone is having a great day. It is Wednesday today, and today I am going to do kind of a part two of a video that's gotten a lot of love on my channel. The most underrated albums of all time. I think I got like 3,000 views or something on that, which is a lot for me, so I appreciate that. So what's the opposite of underrated? It's got to be overrated. Now, I watch a lot of videos. I'm on a lot of music forums. And one thing that always happens in every discussion is someone will say, I really like this album, and someone else say, that's overrated, man. That's got so much filler on it. That's just, it's not that good. I don't like that. Nah, 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 nah. So I went through my collection and pulled out 10 of the albums that I hear talked about. And I'm going to give my opinion on whether I think it's overrated or not. And then you can decide for yourselves. I left out a lot of albums that get discussed because I don't have them in my collection, so I'm ignoring those ones. And also want to get a quick plug in for our live chat tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We are going to be kind of discussing our highlights of the year, whether it be a favorite album, a concert moment, a music news story, anything music related from 2023. Myself, Sam St. John in the hair salon. Sam St. John in the hair salon. Forget it. I think Larry Graves is joining us tonight. Rob from Northern Revolutions, Alex from Beer and Vinyl, and Jason Arsenault. So please join us tonight, 8 p.m. if you can. Okay, I'm just going to start doing these at random. I'm not ranking them or anything like that. One album I find that gets kind of panned is Brothers in Arms. Now, I like Brothers in Arms. I think this is a great album from start to finish. And people think Money for Nothing is really dated and annoying. I think it's a great tune. I love it. I love the guitar riff. Lyrically, would you get away with some of that today? No. But I think this is a fabulous album. So, and it sounds so good too. And this is an SACD, which really sounds good. Brothers in Arms. Let me know. Oh, see, I'm pulling this one out. Like I said, there's no order here. So this album, yes, it gets panned a lot. People don't like. My good friend Marcia, she doesn't like She's Leaving Home. That keeps it down from her from being a masterpiece. I know other people who don't like Within You Without You. Matter of fact, a lot of people don't like that song. A lot of people think there's a lot of filler on this. A lot of people think it sounds dated. I see these comments a lot. You go on the Steve Hoffman forum, this album gets, like, as soon as somebody mentions Sgt. Pepper, the haters come out. Me, the greatest album ever made. Not a bad note, not a bad song. Production-wise, album cover, lyrically, the songs, the vocals, the instrumentation, everything. I love this frickin' album. Till the day I die, it's the #1 album of all time. So, not overrated in my books. Pink Floyd, The Wall. Bloated, too long, filler. I always liked The Wall. Now, I think after a while that whole trial thing gets a little tedious. Would this have been a brilliant single album? Might have been the best Pink Floyd album of their career. Might even been better than Dark Side as a single album. But it's a double album, and as it stands, I don't think it's. I just think it's okay. I'm on the fence on this. I don't think it's the masterpiece that people think it is, but it's a pretty good piece of work. So I'm not slamming it that much. Oh, my friend Sam's going to hate me for showing this one. Not Pet Sounds, Sam. I don't have it, so I'm not showing it. The Zombies, Odyssey and Oracle. Everybody says, oh, you got to hear Odyssey and Oracle. I mean, besides Time of the Season, there's no hits on this album. It's, I mean, there's good vocals. It's okay. I don't think it's a masterpiece, but everybody goes, "Oh, you gotta have this album." I have it, but I would never say you gotta have this album. So I'm not sure. It's a good album. No, I don't think it's. I don't even know if it's overrated or not. You let me know what you think. Some of these I can't even tell. Bruce Springsteen, Western Stars. Now I know what Bruce was doing here. He'd made this cinegraphic. Is that the word I'm looking for? Cinematographic. Oh, okay. You know what I mean. Like a movie-like, uh, Western themed album. Big, expansive. Uh, I've never been able to get it. I know what Bruce was trying to accomplish, and I think he accomplished it. I think it's overrated. Tough one here. What's going on, Marvin Gaye? Man, there is two of the greatest songs of all time on this album. What's Going On and Mercy, Mercy Me. Just perfect songs. But the rest of the album, this is Pet Sound like to me. It goes from absolutely brilliant to just a bunch of friggin' filler that I can't listen to. I'm sorry. But Marvin, I Love You, those two songs will go down in history as just genius. But there's some stuff on here I just can't listen to. Overrated. That album's picks is in most picks of top 10 albums of all time. The Doors debut. I love the Doors debut. I remember buying it on vinyl right when it came out, and it was so different. That organ and the bluesy stuff and Jim Morrison's vocals and the song The End. But some people just don't think this is a solid album all the way through. But I mean, it kicks off great with Break On Through. Now, then after that, is there filler on this? Crystal Ship and all that stuff? Arguably. But I say one of the best debuts of all time. I don't think. Okay. Geez, we're going to get into three here that I'm going to not be a big fan of. Never been able to understand this album. Genesis, The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. You know how many times I played this album and tried to get it? I can't figure it out. It doesn't resonate with me. And people think it's, the great, it's just a work of art. And sorry, but Lamb Lies Down, overrated in my books. I can't, this is another one with me. Jekyll and Hyde. I put it on and I get its, I don't know, I get the work that went into it. I get musically how inventive it is, but I listen to this and after a couple of songs I just go, I can't do it. Love Forever Changes. I just never been able to warm up to this album. And another one that I have tried and tried and tried and tried that people think is one of the classic albums of all time. Sorry. I got one more. Elton John's Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Now, up until Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, I mean, Madman Across the Water and Tuxedo Connection or whatever, you know what I mean? All three of them, the Elton John album, they're the first four. Brilliant, brilliant albums. Funeral for a Friend and Love Lies Bleeding to start this album off are just frickin' one of the best 1-2 punches of all time. Candle in the Wind, I mean, you could say you get a little tired of it. And then Benny and the Jets comes on, and I just hate that when Elton went all like that and he started wearing friggin' duck costumes, and like it just took away from his music as far as I'm concerned. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road's a beautiful song, and after that I could care less if I ever heard any of this album again. If you want to count Funeral for a Friend and Love Lies Bleeding as one song, Candle in the Wind, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, this album is a double album with 3 good songs on it. And this is where I lost Elton for the most part. From side one, after that, just sorry. I had the odd album after that, but pretty much just Elton became just very casual listen after that. So goodbye, Yellow Brick Road. Oh, let me know what you think. I'm sorry if I disappointed you on some of your favorite albums, but I'd be interested in your opinion on these. I know there's a lot more. If you want to mention them, you go ahead. But like I said, there was many I didn't mention that are in my head, but I don't own them, so I didn't want to do that in fairness. And please join us tonight. Thumbs up. Take care.